All right, CFL fans, here we are. Let's start off here. Let's talk about the results from week 2 in the CFL. Didn't go as I had predicted at all, which early in the season commonplace thing to happen. But anyways, let's go and talk about the games. So we had this result I was very happy with. We got the Red Blacks and we got the Bombers, and the Red Blacks stunned them. It was great, 23-19. Good win for them. Kind of bad for me as a Tiger Cat fan because it's a division team, but hey, whatever. I'm glad the Blue Bombers lost, and they're looking like crap so far after 2 games. So that always makes me happy. Next up, we had the Alouettes and the Elks. Again, another stunner. Just kidding. I thought the Alouettes were going to win by more, but this is the only game I got right this week. So 23-20 was the final there. Sort of to be expected. A little bit shaky from the champs, though. I mean, you didn't think they'd have that much trouble with the Elks, but they did. Stamps Lions, really good game. I thought Stampeders were going to go in there and stun the Lions, but that didn't happen. It was a pretty decent game, though. They were able to score some points, Stampeders. Not that I'm a fan of either team. Really, I mean, I don't dislike them, but I'm just not a hardcore Lions or Stamps fan. And then the last game, I'll talk a little bit more about that just because I'm a Tiger Cat fan. So we got the Rough Riders and Tiger Cats. Now, there was no excuse for this loss. It was horrible. I was actually at the game, and it was terrible loss. Stupid. They should have won that game. And quite frankly, I think they should have won the first game too. Big problem they're having is they just stopped playing. So fourth quarter comes around, and they got a 10-point lead, and well, that vanished in a hurry. And then they lose at the end of the game. Now, last year, if you were watching my channel at all, I got really on Tommy Condell. I couldn't stand that guy for a long time, and they got rid of him, so that was good. And then I got on Steinauer because he was, I love Steinauer. He's a great guy, great person, but as a coach, he wasn't doing it for me anymore. He wasn't doing it for most Tiger Cat fans, actually. I shouldn't talk for everyone, but I know there were several channels, people that were upset anyway. So he's still with the team, but not coaching. So that's good. But now next up, it's got to be Washington. He's got to go. They were in the first half. They were aggressive. They were getting pressure. They sacked a couple times. They shut down AJ Ouellette. All great stuff. And then they went to the Swiss cheese prevent weak zone defenses that Washington always runs, and they lost. So, the offense played great. The defense for the first half played great. Special teams didn't make any stupid mistakes. So it's on the defense, which is kind of weird for Hamilton, but it's on the defense. They need to, they need to play 60 minutes, and they need a better scheme. So I'm not saying, I'm very close to saying get rid of Washington. Do I want him to be part of the organization? Sure, he's a good person, but I just don't like the way he coaches anymore. Those kind of loose defenses. I mean, they don't have the talent right now at defensive back to have some of these younger players cover 30 yards to knock a pass down. So knock it off. Come up with something else because what you're doing ain't working. Okay, that was week number 2. So let's go and fast forward here and talk about the games coming up, starting today actually in week 3. All right, so here we go. Week 3. Moving quick here. Don't have a lot of time today. Red Blacks, Alouettes, first game. That's today, Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. This game I think is going to be. The Red Blacks are riding high after last week, but I don't think they're going to beat the Alouettes. Part of me wants to say that they're going to come back and beat them, but I think the Alouettes are going to win this one. So let's do a score. I think this one will be Red Blacks can score points, but I think it's going to be 18-24 for the Alouettes. Tomorrow, Friday, the Friday game at 8:30 is Blue Bombers and Lions, and they're in Winnipeg. Winnipeg looks like crap. And I think they're going to continue to look like crap. Kolaris is missing his reads. He's not throwing. He's missing a couple of weapons. And I think Oliveira might still be hurt. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong about that. He might be playing. But I know he was hurt and ruled out for last week. Anyways, Yeah, the Lions are going to win. They're going to win this one. They're going to go into Winnipeg, and they're going to beat them. And I can't wait. I've been wrong a lot so far, so sorry for the Lions if I've gone and jinxed you. But score in this one, the Blue Bombers are still going to score points. I actually don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair. I think it's going to be kept low. I think you're going to see Lions 18, Blue Bombers 11. 15, we'll call it 15. 18 Lions, 15 Blue Bombers. So it'll be a closer game, but I think maybe a lower scoring game. Just because Winnipeg's offense isn't clicking, but their defense is playing decent. So they're going to hold BC in check a bit, but BC's still going to win. All right. Argos are back in action. They had bye last week, first bye. So we got the Elks and the Argonauts. They're in Toronto. In front of, I'm sure, will be a crowd of dozens of fans. However, it is on Saturday. The crowd will be better. So as much as I love to tease Toronto about their poor attendance, it's at a decent time at least, 7 o'clock on Saturday. But actually, there's a concert going on. I shouldn't say that. There's a concert going on right next door. The Arkells are playing. So that's going to suck all the crowd away. So never mind. There'll be like 15 people at that game. Anyways, and they're going to miss a game because I think the Argos are going to win. I think the Argos will beat the Elks. Elks are, again, the teams have, there's been a lot of parity on offense I've found so far this. I mean, 2 games in, right? But so far this year. So the Elks are going to score points. We're going to call this one 28-21 for the Argos. Finally, the game of the week for me, always, Tiger Cats and Rough Riders. This is a rematch, only it's going to be in Saskatchewan. So, I mean, the only good thing about the Tiger Cats losses, if there is such a thing so far, is that at least they were to West teams. But we don't want them losing. We don't want them going 0-3. My heart's telling me that they're going to win, but my brain's telling me Saskatchewan's going to win. Some of those things that got neutralized, like Ouellette and Butler, the respective running backs, I think is going to be undone. So I think they're going to run all over their opposite teams. It's going to be a quick game, I think, because of that running game for both sides. It's going to be a quick game. So not a lot of points are going to be scored. So I'm going to call this one a low-scoring one, too. Both defenses, at least Hamilton's defense is playing good for half the game. But if they can keep it dialed in for the whole thing, then they can win. 2 evenly matched teams. I mean, it was a great game to watch. It's just I'm getting sick of watching Hamilton lose all those great close games, right? It's been a trend since like the 2021 or whatever year. I think, that Grey Cup. How many times do Hamilton fans need to watch the opposite team kick a game-winning field goal? That kind of stuff, right? It's getting old. But anyways, so you know what? I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with my heart in this one. I'm gonna say Hamilton's gonna win. That's lower score, right? So I'll say 15-11. It's going to be one of those weird CFL scores. 15-11. Could be wrong about that. Rough Riders probably score. Both teams might score more points than that, but that's just what my gut's telling me right now. And like I said, and the reason why a low score, like I said before, it's because it's going to be a fast game. The running backs are going to dominate, I think, in this game. So let's see. We'll see if I'm right. So that's it. Those are that's my quick wrap up this week from week 2 and my predictions. Pardon me. What am I talking about? Predictions for week 3. If you happen to be lucky enough to live in a CFL city, go out to these games. It's not great football right now. A little sloppy football, but go and support your team. So anyways, have a good day.